Chapter 14. O Israel, return unto the Lord thy God, for thou hast fallen by thine iniquity. Take with you words and turn to the Lord. Say unto him, Take away all iniquity and receive us graciously, so will we render the calves of our lips. Asher shall not save us. We will not ride upon horses, neither will we say any more to the work of our hands, Ye are our gods, for in thee the fatherless findeth mercy. I will heal their backsliding. I will love them freely, for mine anger is turned away from him. I will be as the dew unto Israel. He shall grow as the lily, and cast forth his roots as Lebanon. His branches shall spread, and his beauty shall be as the olive tree, and his smell as Lebanon. They that dwell under his shadow shall return. They shall revive as the corn, and grow as the vine. The scent thereof shall be as the wine of Lebanon. Ephraim shall say, What have I to do any more with idols? I have heard him and observed him. I am like a green fir tree. From me is thy fruit found. Who is wise, and he shall understand these things? Prudent, and he shall know them. For the ways of the Lord are right, and the just shall walk in them, but the transgressors shall fall therein. The one verse that's caused the most comments over the years, the most question, is the second one, and the sentence is, Take away all iniquity and receive us graciously, so will we render the calves of our lips. And that phrase, the calves of our lips, has caused no end of questions as to what it means. Well, let's take a look at the sentence and we'll understand it. This will give you an idea of how these people think and talk a little bit. Who would say this? Well, obviously the people in Israel, people of Ephraim, as symbolic of the people of all of northern Israel. He's take with you words. In other words, turn to the Lord and say unto him. So this is the Lord telling the people of Israel what to say in order to start to come back to him. Say, take away all iniquity and receive us graciously, so will we render the calves of our lips. Now, think about something here, and this is maybe thinking out of the box for a little of you, a few of you, but think about this way. Where do they use calves in Israel? They use them in sacrificing. And when they offer a sacrifice, the most prized of all of the sacrifices, the one that is considered the most valuable and the most precious, are actually young oxen and young bullocks. The meat is prime. These are animals that have been raised and they're top quality, and they're not cheap by a long shot, and they are the most precious of all of the sacrifices. Now, as they are young and not mature animals, they can properly be referred to as calves. And so what they have here is they have the most precious words that their lips can offer up to God as a sacrifice, to sincerely pray and say to the Lord, turn to the Lord, say unto him, sincerely with full purpose of heart, Please, Lord, take away all desire for us to commit any iniquity whatsoever. Root out of our heart any sense of evil, any terrible thing, anything that isn't right. And prepare us so that you can receive us graciously. So will we render unto you the sacrifice of the most precious words that we could say, the most precious words from our heart. So that's basically rephrased what you might get out of that Hosea would have said in less poetic language. In verse 3, Asher shall not save us, which would be Assyria. We will not ride upon horses. That is, we're not going to look for war or any kind of sense of power. Neither will we say to the work of our hands, the idols that they make, Ye are our gods. And then he says, I will heal their backsliding. I will love them freely. That applies to us. If we will Make the one-time decision, the total absolute commitment to serve God, to be obedient to His will, which is what is in our best interests. He will love us freely, which means He will bless us to the extent that we make that possible, that circumstances will be possible. He can do amazing things for us, just as He did or could have done for them. And these verses are saying what He will do, how He will treat Israel, how He would love to have treated Israel. In verse 9 it says, "Who is wise? And he shall understand these things. Who is prudent? And he shall know them. For the ways of the Lord are right, and the just shall walk in them, but the transgressors shall fall therein." In other words, if you're not going to be obedient, you're going to fall. The laws will be a source of problem to you. But if you are just, they will sustain you in your upright walk in the things that you need to do.